Welcome to In Printing Color. My name is Liz, aka PezLiz, and every single week I get to spread the joy of Polymaker filaments and resources and many other things on In Printing Color. This is brought to you by Polymaker, and if you're watching live on twitch.tv/PezLiz, we're actually going to do a Polymaker giveaway in just a few minutes. By !color and fill out the form. So on this episode of In Printing Color, I want to talk about planning for a project and what things you want to keep in mind. Now, as you can see, there's actually some gaps in my rep rack there, and I've been going through a lot of the filaments that I've had for a little while and finding creative ways to use them. And one thing that I have a lot of right now is Polymaker's new PETG formula. It is absolutely gorgeous, prints like butter, and of course, PETG is useful for outdoor projects. I also was going through and I noticed that I have some of the HTPLA-GF and HTPLA. And so I was like, what am I going to do with this filament before too long? Since it is summer, or coming on to summer, we're in spring, beautiful part of spring. I looked up a couple different projects. Now, I have a problem in my neighborhood. My next door neighbor likes to feed the squirrels. And I find that the entire lawn next door gets covered in peanuts because I think they just sort of toss them on the lawn. So I decided to get a little bit creative. And thanks to TK3D Homecraft, I found on Maker World a squirrel feeding bench for the garden. So I am going to install this in the front yard next door. And I decided to print this in a beautiful Polymaker Teal PETG. So this is really cool because, of course, PETG can withstand different temperatures and sunshine and weather. And it's got this little removable tray here where I am going to start out by putting some peanuts. And hopefully the little tree rats, the lovely little squirrels, are going to enjoy them in this form, as opposed to peanuts tossed just all over the yard. So I thought this will be fun. So I am going to install this. I will take some pictures and let the people in my stream know what happens with this. I think it's fun, and of course it's something to do with some PETG. So when I was taking a look at my PETG supply and trying to decide what I was going to do with it, our friend Bearded Printer came out with an awesome new model. This model is, I believe, available on every single platform, but it is available right now on printables. And that is, oh, wait till you see this. It's so gorgeous. It is his mid-century modern birdhouse with optional succulent planter. So let's take a look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. So I was taking a look at these files and I was trying to decide, okay, what filaments do I want to use? What filaments do I have on hand? And I was trying to plan out the project. And so I went through my collection and I realized I have some PETG. And if we take a look here, Polymaker has some gorgeous colors of PETG. As you know, the brand new formula, which I've talked about before, is just gorgeous. So I had some teal PETG, I had some white PETG, and I had some magenta. So I was like, okay, those are some cool colors for something that's a little mid-century. And then I went and I looked and I saw that I had some HTPLA-GF. So the HT, the high temperature PLA, with, of course, extra strength from the glass fiber, I did have some power tool teal. And I thought, ooh, that goes with Polymaker teal. And with, of course, using CA glue, all of this can come together. So voila, we have my version of the gorgeous mid-century birdhouse. So I have the option, of course, having succulents here. I didn't put the succulents on the roof. I'm actually going to put bird feed there and see how it goes. And as you can see, I did use the HTPLA-GF, the glass fiber filament. The glass fiber filament does work with, this is actually a little bit of PLA Pro. It's okay. It'll last in the weather. We've got the PETG, the PETG, all kinds of fun stuff here. Now, remember, when you're printing, you can't combine PETG and PLA, but when you're assembling, you certainly can. So when assembling this, super easy with just a little dab of glue here and there, and it's beautiful. So I'm really pleased with the way that this turned out. And if you're like me and you've got some grams of this and some grams of that, you can certainly combine all of your efforts and print some awesome stuff. Now let's take a quick look at these filaments that I used and find out why I use them. Now, first we have the Polymaker HTPLA-GF, which was launched last year. And if you take a look here, Polymaker HTPLA-GF, so glass fiber, combines high temperature stability with enhanced strength and durability. Now, you can anneal it, and of course there's information on how to anneal this filament if you'd like, but on its own, it can withstand up to 150 degrees Celsius without sagging or losing form. So it's definitely something that you can have outside. You can have this birdhouse in all different locations, and it works quite well. The one thing that HTPLA-GF does not guarantee is, of course, resistance to sun exposure. But if your birdhouse fades, I think it's still going to look gorgeous and wonderful. So I used that. Of course, I had it on hand, but also because it's a nice strong filament, especially for the base of this this bird feeder. And of course, Polymaker PETG is absolutely gorgeous and wonderful. And the new formula, of course, is a high-speed formula that allows you to print faster without losing strength or quality. And of course, it is strong and smooth and reliable. For this filament, you do want to throw it in a filament dryer for a little bit. I believe it's 6 hours, but it prints very, very well. And of course, with this, it prints on any stock 3D printer. And with PLA, it can, of course, be put outside. It can withstand, it can withstand at least Montreal summer temperatures, and of course, it is pretty tough. So, awesome possum. Use your filaments that you have, and plan out your projects, and you can have beauties like this. And of course, as always, with Imprinting Color, I am always here to answer questions. We are live on Twitch, so I will be answering any questions that people on Twitch have. But I just highlighted recently Polymaker resources that are available not only on the product information page, but on the Polymaker wiki and, of course, app.polymaker.com with the material database. Knowledge is power. And of course, using up your filament is very important. You don't have to have everything filled up. And of course, filament is ours to use and share. And I'm going to be, as much as I don't want to, I covet this, I am going to be gifting this, and someone else will be enjoying this beautiful bird feeder. So I'm excited. I'll be able to print more. I certainly have more filament and can't wait to share more projects with you. But Bearded Printer, this is a gorgeous model and super fun. So use up the filament that you have, but also inform yourself about the filament that you have and how it can work together, and have fun printing.